Three can keep a secret if two of them are dead. Have You Seen Me seamlessly picks up where Gossip Girl leaves off, but with more sex, more lies, and more dead bodies a la How to Get Away with Murder and You. When a coveted member of a group of entitled yet ambitious 20-somethings goes missing, their deadly secret is threatened to be exposed. But the real question is, who will be next? Read Have You Seen Me by creator Candy Washington on Amazon Kindle Vella, or listen and subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care and manifestation podcast, or welcome back to The Lux Life if you are watching us over on YouTube. But either way, be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe so you don't miss a beat when we come out with these episodes and videos. And also, your journey to self-love, self-worth, and manifestation is always better with a little bit of support. And with that, today's episode is all about how to become the main character in your life. Yes, we are stepping into our main character energy. And when I say that, I mean being the main character of your life, your movie, your story. I don't mean that we're becoming the main character of everybody else's story or everybody else's stuff. No, everybody individually is the main character of their own life and their own story. And by the end of this video, by the end of this episode, you will know how to be the main character of yours.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram at Candy Washington. Let's go!
Yay, we're back. Okay, so with that, how to become the main character of your life and of your story. Well, I think the first thing is realizing that what's the difference between being the main character of your story and being an extra or a side character of your story. And I think the biggest way to know whether or not you are the main character of your story in your life is, do you look anywhere outside of yourself for how you want to think, feel, act, be, or do? Do you seek the validation? Do you seek the approval of, your best friend, of people on social media, of strangers, of whatever? Like, I don't mean that you don't go to people for support. I don't mean that you don't have coaches and teachers and mentors. Yes, you have all of that. And having that actually is a part of being the main character of your life, because you are showing that you care about yourself and that you're invested in your own leveling up. You're invested in your own, taking the next level of your life by having that support system. So having those support systems is great. What I mean is, do you look outside of yourself for how you should feel about yourself and how you should show up in the world? Because being the main character in your life means that you show up fully as your authentic self. And your authentic self is just you. Your likes, your dislikes, your quirkiness, your pet peeves, it's just being you, how you are. It's really just showing up as your full self. The light side of you, the shadow side of you, all of just you. Being the main character in your life means that you embrace your own humanity. You don't judge yourself for it. You don't put yourself down for it. And you don't compare yourself to others. This is another huge part of being the main character in your own life. Stop caring about whether or not you are being judged or validated or approved by other people. That is making yourself the side character in your life, the extra in your life, the background in your life, because you are making someone else's opinion, mood, choice, preference, whatever, the star in your life. That is now the authority in your life. If you want to be the main character in your life, then you have to be the number one authority on you. Doesn't mean you can't be inspired by other people. It doesn't mean you can't, get support and have coaches and mentors and friends, of course. But when you make someone else the authority on you, that is when you take yourself outside of being the main character. Think about any book you read or any, movie you watch. In those stories, everything is usually told through the perspective of the main character. How the main character feels, what the main character thinks, how does this affect the main character? And then all of the other characters, the side characters and the background characters, are all working in service of the main character. The main character never defers their power and their preference to the side people, to the background, to the extras, to the side people, right? It's always from the authority of the main character. Doesn't mean the main character doesn't go through things. We always have like the hero's journey. The character has ups and downs, ebbs and flows, highs and lows. But everything is really told through the perspective and how it impacts the main character of the story. And that is how you have to think about yourself. You are the authority of you. You are the author of your story. You are the main character in your life and in the movie of your life. So everything needs to be flowed through your perspective and the impact on you and you being the authority on you. So what does that actually look like, right? It looks like if you want to wear something, you wear it. You don't need to seek the approval of your friend to have them co-sign what you can wear and how you look. You already know what you want to wear. You already know who you want to be. You already know what you want to become. You check in with you. You check in with yourself. You don't check in with anybody. Like, you can get, outside opinion, like, hey girl, is this look good? Yeah, good. Whatever, that's fine. But you don't let their opinion, preference, or whatever change the fact that you're the authority on you. So if you want to wear something, I know this is a very simple example, but if you want to wear something and your best friend doesn't think it looks good on you, but you think it looks good on you, you still wear it. You are the main character versus you want to wear something, your best friend doesn't like good on you, and you defer to your best friend's preference, your best friend's opinion, what your best friend thinks of you, and you change. It would be different if you actually didn't feel good in it because you just didn't like it versus somebody else's opinion of how you looked in it made you feel like you didn't look good enough in it. That is deferring your power. That is becoming a side character. That is becoming an extra. That is making somebody else the main character in your life. Another way to make sure that you are the main character in your life is to stop caring about what other people think. Stop. I think I already said this, but it bears repeating. And that other people are judging you, because the truth is, like I said before, we are all the main characters in our lives, which means the majority of the time, other people are actually not thinking about you. The majority of the time, other people are thinking about themselves because they're the main character in their own life. They're thinking about, well, how do I look in this outfit? They're thinking about, what do I want to do? What do I want to be? What are other people thinking about me? They are wrapped up in their own world. They're wrapped up in their own insecurities. They're wrapped up in their own becoming the main character. They're wrapped up in their own stuff. The majority of the time, no one is judging you because they're too busy trying to get their own stuff together. So when you think that people are judging you, and then you sort of try to change and shift and pretend and contort to meet these false judgments that you've created in your mind, what that actually is just a projection. So when you think all of these people are judging you, I would encourage you to write down those judgments, because that is just telling you what you're actually secretly thinking about yourself. You are just projecting your own judgments of who you are and where you're at onto other people. So the way you become the main character in your life and you take your power back is if you feel like all these people are judging you, oh, people think I don't have enough of this, or I have too much of that, or I should be here by now, or should be doing this by now. Well, people think if I do this, well, people think if I do that. Take all of that stuff and write it down. And that is just showing you your own insecurities and your own limiting beliefs. And then take that and decide, no, I am the main character of my life. I am worthy and enough. I am the authority of me. I validate myself. I love myself. I choose myself. Who I am is enough. And work on getting rid of those thoughts. Because a lot of times, what is holding you back from showing up fully as your authentic self in your life, from taking ownership that you are the authority in your own life, from playing the role that you were born to play, which is the main character in your life, is the fear of judgment from other people. And that fear literally is just our own insecurities being mirrored back to us. So take that and turn it around. Do your affirmations, work on your self-concept, work on your self-esteem, work on your self-love, because the false fear that you are going to be judged and criticized is holding you back from stepping into your authentic self, from stepping into the main character. And even if, because the majority of the time, again, nobody's judging you, but think about the times when people do judge you. You have to be so clear on who you are and so confident in who you are that even when you do get judged, when you do get your own insecurities mirrored back to you through other people, you don't allow their judgments, their opinions, their moods, their choices to change how you feel about yourself, to change who you are authentically. You don't have to change who you are, your authentic self, to please anyone else. That is not being a main character in your life. If you want to change for you, of course, but you don't have to change yourself to appease other people. That is not being the main character in your life. So you have to get to the place where you are the authority on you. So when you do get judged, when you do get criticized, it goes in one ear and out the other. And you simply know this person is not the authority on me. This person's opinion is not my truth. This person's judgment or criticisms is more about them than it is about me. I don't have to believe that what this person says about me is true. Because at the end of the day, what I say about me is true. Because I am the authority of who I am, and because I am the main character in my own life. And that is how you level up. That is how you step into your authentic power. When you are the main character of your life and you are the author of your story, nothing and no one can take away your power. So if you want to be the main character in your life, if you want to step into your main character energy, you become the authority on you. What you think, what you feel, what you want, who you are so secure and you are so solid in that. So there you have it. That is how you become the main character in your life. You become the authority on yourself and you stop caring about what anybody says or does or thinks about you. So if you need any more support in this, I have a Create Your Dream Life series that is linked below. We also have more, free resources, a fun Facebook group. So just check everything that is linked below in the show notes and in the description box. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and rate this podcast and YouTube channel and share this with a friend. And until next time, everybody, be well, take care of yourself, and each other. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go!